Very good morning, students. Let's continue our second chapter, components of food. In the previous classes, we already discussed about six types of nutrients, about fats, and three types of food divided on the basis of nutrients: energy-giving food, protective food, and bodybuilding food. Okay, in energy giving food we already discussed about fats and carbohydrates are coming under energy giving food category. So today we'll discuss about carbohydrates. Like fats, carbohydrates are also made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbohydrate give us energy. The good sources of this nutrients are rice, wheat, maize, sweet potatoes, corn, bananas, glucose. Okay. Here, activity 3, name some food materials which are good sources of carbohydrates. You have to write down here the name of the food materials from which we are getting carbohydrates. The food materials that are rich in carbohydrates, they give us energy to work and to perform all kind of other activities. They act like a fuel for the body. Likewise, whenever we are putting petrol on any engine, it's working. Likewise, our body also needs petrol in the form of carbohydrate. Thus, we need them in large quantities. Carbohydrates gives us energy. So these are called energy giving foods. As compared to fats, fats are the highest energy giving food. Carbohydrates get turned into sugars in the body. Suppose whenever you are eating any kind of carbohydrate food, it is converted into sugar first of all in the body and stored in our body. And whenever our body are requiring energy, these carbohydrates are working. These sugars are burned to release energy. Whenever we are eating any kind of food, this carbohydrates are released. Okay, this carbohydrates give us energy after breaking down inside our body. Okay, whenever we are eating any food, it get mixed with oxygen and give us energy, as well as it releases carbon dioxide. Glucose gives us instant energy. That is why patients are given glucose solution directly into the bloodstream through intravenous drip. Intravenous drip means whenever the glucose are injecting directly into the veins, they are called as intravenous drip. This enables patients to gain energy quickly and recover fast. We consume three different types of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are divided into three: cellulose, starch, and sugar. Okay. Now, what is cellulose? First, we'll start about cellulose. It is present in the cell walls of plant cells. Now, what is cell wall? To understanding more, let's see a slide. To understanding what is cell wall, first we have to understand what is cell. This is the complete organization of life. Cell is the basic smallest unit that can carry out life activities. It is actually the smallest part of any living organisms, okay, which is the structural and functional unit of life. The group of cells make tissues, okay. Group of cells which are working together to perform specific job, they form tissues. And then the group of tissues form organ, and then a group of organ forms a organ system. For example, digestive system, circulatory system, there are many systems in our body, and this organ system completely make a organism, okay. So this is the complete organization of life starting from the cell. In all living organisms, cell is the basic smallest unit. Okay, let's see. Now what is cell? Cell is the smallest unit that is capable of performing all kind of functions or activities. Okay, in all living organisms, cell is the very smallest part of our body. It is having many organelles inside it. It means the structure of cell is very complicated, and this is the microscopic one which we cannot see through our naked eyes. To understanding cell wall, let us see the structure of cell boundaries or cell membrane. Here two type of cells are given over here, animal cell and plant cell. You can easily differentiate between the two. The outermost covering of the animal, okay, here on the left hand side it is the animal cell. The outermost covering of the animal cell is cell membrane, or we can also call it as a plasma membrane. And the plant cell, here on the right hand side it is plant cell. The outermost covering of the plant cell is cell wall, which is made up of different materials depending on the different plants. Okay, some are rich in cellulose, some are rich in chitin, some bacteria are having peptidoglycans. Okay, this cell wall contents are different among different organisms, which provide plants support and protection. It is usually a kind of dietary fiber. Okay, that's why we take much time to chew any kind of plant material whenever we are eating, and it acts as a roughage, means it removes toxic from our body. So this cellulose are present in the cell wall of plant cell. Okay, please remember the difference between animal cell and plant cell, that cell wall is absent in animal cell and it is present only in the plant cell. So I hope you all understood what is cell wall, what is cell, and where this cellulose is present in the cell walls. Okay, we get cellulose when we eat lot of fruits, vegetable, raw vegetables and other plant parts. But this does not get digested. As I said, these are called as dietary fibers. The cellulose are known as dietary fibers. As we do not have any enzymes to digest cellulose, it acts as roughage, which removes toxic from our digestive system. We shall read about the significance, means importance of roughage, later on in this chapter only. Next is starch. Starch is found mainly in wheat, rice, maize and other cereal crops. Okay, this afterwards, whenever we are taking starch as a food material, it goes into our body and then converted into sugar. Now sugar. Sugars are present in fruits, sugar beet, sugar cane. Starch and sugar constitute a major part of our food. Fruits such as bananas and vegetables such as potatoes are rich sources of carbohydrates. Okay. In the next class, we'll study about the presence of starch in food